Testing, one, two, test, test. Hello, happy Monday. There seems to be something wrong here. Okay, let it go. Hello, hello, hello. Waiting on everybody. I'm early. I'm guessing everything is working correctly. There seems to be like a big delay here tonight. Okay, I must have sent out about 9 different PDFs, 9 different lessons. And I want to go over them tonight to make sure everybody understands them. Hey, James, hello. Is this the first time you're here, James? Joe, how are you? Good, they're all coming in tonight. Good, very good. James, I don't know if you're on my email list. I just sent everybody about 8 or 9 different lessons last night or this morning. And if you'd like them, I'm going to put my email in here. Just email me, and I will kindly send them to you. I will also add you to my email list, my mailing list. Okay. And you will get, good, I hope, just email me. This way I have your mailing address on file. And what'll happen is you'll get all the PDFs that you don't have. If this is your first time, you probably don't have, I've been doing this for a couple years now. No, not to the, I did send them to Donald. Joe. Anyway, just email me there, James, and I'll send you the PDFs for the lessons that we're going to do tonight. Where are you from, James? I'm from New Jersey, United States, and Joe is from Massachusetts. Okay, now what I did with the PDFs, as you can see, I have them here. We're going to go to the first one, which was the vamping patterns. I want to get a little bit more in detail with the vamping patterns. You know, vamp, is not a it's a it's used a lot, vamping. You're going to vamp to the next measure. You're going to vamp to the next transition. Oh, you're from Connecticut. Good, you're close. Another guy can come and join us at our 100, or when we reach 100,000 members in the group. We're going to have a party. We're going to rent a hotel room and have some drum clinic going on there. I'm at 85,000 or 86,000 right now, and hopefully by the first of the year we'll get that. But anyway, let's talk about the vamping patterns. Now, I use eighth note triplets, and 16th notes. Now, when I first came across the term vamping, is what was with Joe Morello. And Joe Morello explained to me how he learned the stick control book from George Lawrence Stone. Now, the book says, repeat each exercise 20 times. That is total nonsense. That is not what George Lawrence Stone wanted to do. It's not in here now. They took it out, I guess. This is repeat. All right, 20 times. See, it's on the bottom. All right, so what happened was You know, we went through the whole level system, the sticking positions, the full stroke, the half stroke, and the quarter stroke. Now, the way he explained the vamping, if I interpreted the first line of stick control book as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm going to play the line as written. Then I'm going to repeat the line. Now, the hand I end with is the hand I'm going to vamp with. Okay? The sound is low. Hello, testing one, hold on. Oh, you're not being a pain, you're telling me. I don't know what's going on that side of the stream. Where'd it go? Testing one, two, test. You should be able to hear it. Testing. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. It's blasting over here. Joe, adjust your speakers. And thank you for that, James. Paul, okay. All right, now, like I said, you know, when I first started with Joe, it's not good enough. Get it correct, perfect. He'd show me the level, the sticking positions, the sticking heights, the full stroke or the free stroke, the downstroke, the tap, and the upstroke. The levels are controlled strokes. Now, he ran down the left-hand side of stick control book in full strokes. And that means the full stroke is a position like this. And slowly, and he'd have me do it at 35 beats per minute. Man, it was so slow, I was behind before until I got into the pocket. It's a good thing. And the reason why it was so slow was that you have time to make the adjustment with the right hand or the left hand. If my right hand was there and my left hand was here, I'd make that adjustment. I want to use my other pads. Let me see how that works tonight. Get away from me. How's that pad? You like this pad? I don't like it. Let's go back to this guy. You want to make the right and left hand sound correct. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play the first line of stick control book. That's page 5, line 1, and half strokes. And after I finish 4 measures, I'm going to stop. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I want to make the transition to line 2 without disrupting the flow and rhythm. I'm not going to stop and go to line 2, which I can, but I'm not going to do that. I want to make it an 8 measure increment. So I already played 4 measures, and and it's like if you're playing parts of a tune, A, B, A. The norm is 8, 8, 8, and 8. So I'm going to extend to 8. So now when I'm playing the 4 measures, now I'm going to vamp with my left hand, because I ended with the left hand 4 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm in position to attack line 2. Now this might seem really elementary, which it is. But if you're going to practice, you want to get the most out of your practice. You really want to, you know, not skim through it or that's good enough. You want to make it perfect. You want to accomplish something with your practice. Now, if I turn the metronome on, let me bring this over here. I'm going to put the metronome something slow tonight. say 142. Can we hear the metronome? You like this one better, right, Paul? All right, so now I'm going to run down maybe the first 5 lines in half strokes. That's the quarter note pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 3, 4. Line 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Line 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 4, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 3, 4. All right, that was only 3 lines, 4 lines. I got an extra measure. I apologize. James, do you understand that, what I'm doing? Now, what's the purpose besides making the transition smooth? There's a lot that I do that's associated, well, everything I do and everything everybody else does. What is going on with this computer? Why is it going like that? Is that getting crazy on you guys? Mercy, what's going on? That's terrible. Now, the object of playing eighth notes with one hand as the vamp, whether it's the right hand or the left hand, if you can play eighth notes at 140 or 142, let's put it back on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're playing eighth notes. This is not on the stick control book. This is a demonstration of why you're playing eighth notes. I just played some 16ths in there, single strokes. So if I could play my right hand at 142 and my left hand at 142, I can play single strokes at 142. Marcio, how are you, sir? Okay. Now, that's why you vamp, part of why you vamp. And you develop an endurance and control. And the faster you want to play, I don't know, my hands are, the air conditioning's on top of me and I'm freezing, which is all right. We're going to go to 170. And this time, I'm going to play the vamps with the right hand and the left hand, 4 and 4. 1, 2. I'm closer to the drum. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Single strokes. That's one of the purposes. Now that's one vamp. The next vamping pattern is eighth notes again, but this time we're placing an accent on the first downbeat. Marcio, did you get the PDFs? What is going on? Are you getting the crazy looking video, guys? That's terrible. What is going on? Marcio, did you get the PDFs? Hey, Paul, I spoke to Michael Lewis today. He's not doing too good. The video's smooth. I'm getting something crazy over here. Okay. Marcio, I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. Did you get the PDFs? Last time I asked. All right, the next vamping pattern, instead of playing just straight eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I'm going to place an accent on the count of 1 and 3. Now, when I do that, the control stroke it's going to have to be a control stroke, or the level system gets involved. It's downstroke, tap, tap, up. Now I'm doing it slow, so you can see what occurs with the stick. Down, tap, tap, up. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and there's no molar here. I don't know what the hell molar is, and I do it with the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I've seen this explained with a whip, lifting that arm like this. If I'm playing that particular exercise, I don't know if I can do it now. I'm stiff. 1, 2. Watch my right hand. It's impossible to get a whip. So I need a pump. So that dissolves the molar thing. If you're going to practice this, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Okay, so that's the second vamping pattern. The third vamping pattern, I move the accent to the and of 2 and the and of 4. 1 and 2 and. And I play that over and over again. I don't want to spend too much time. It's just very simple. And just vamp and vamp and vamp. The one that there's really one that I hang out with a lot. And that's the triplet vamp. Now again, I have to keep saying every time I play triplets or talk about triplets, I have to talk about the counting. And the counting of the triplet is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, if you want, you can count 1 triplet, 2 triplet. That don't work for me. I don't like that. All right, or 1 ta ta, 2 ta ta. I count triplets 2 ways. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Okay, the 1 2 3 is for subdivisional reasons, for doing polyrhythm. 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's 3 against 4. But that's another lesson. So, the one I like to do a whole lot, and it does help me personally, besides just doing a triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, left hand 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. So on and so forth. I'm sorry. The one I like is the accent on the first stroke. 1, 2, 3. No whip. Pump, pump, pump. That's not a whip. Left hand. Same thing. Now, if you really want to see how that operates correctly, that's okay, Randy. Check out a couple of the videos that I have on my site here, on my channel, of Alan Herman. He did a show a couple years ago. He demonstrated this whole thing about the control strokes, the laws of gravity, the laws of physics, rather. The guy was brilliant. And I had some comments. They fell asleep. Everybody wants, when you're doing a video, they want to see how fast you can play, or then that's bullshit. This is an educational thing here. You got to learn. Okay? Now the one I like is that triplet. 1, 2, 3. That's the pump. Anybody tells you it's the molar, the whip, but it's shortened the whip, is nonsense. There's a video out there. I don't know what band it is. The guy's really a good drummer, but he's mocking the molar technique. And this drummer's on the wrong gig, where he's playing the drum set like this. And it's like on one of Joe Morello's DVDs, or I have the tape and the DVD. He says, you keep going like this, and eventually you'll levitate and you'll fly away, which he's totally correct. You know, but you got to throw that away. The molar thing is ridiculous. Okay, so now that takes care of the vamping patterns. Let's go to, what is that, 5,000? Where's 5,000? All right. 5,000 formula. Stick control book, formula 5,000. We all have that? Stick control book, or stick control, the sheet, the PDF, stick control formula 5,000. All right, now, what we have, I have an interpretation that R becomes and L becomes. So when I see an R, I'm going to play I'm going to play a triplet. When I see an L, I'm going to play another triplet. So if I did, using that formula, if I play the first sequence, right, left, right, left, right, left, okay? Oh, come on. I'm going to have the first line, 4 measures. 1, I'm going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We understand that. We go to the second line. Okay, now it reverses itself. It's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, now we extend that. And this is like where the Stone Killer came in. We were doing stuff like this, and this is the birth of the Stone Killer, parts of it. Line 3 is 2 rights and 2 lefts. So you have now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and using the formula 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm doing it slow. I'm not taking it and killing myself or whatever. I'm old, but I still can play it fast when my hands are loose. But do you understand that so far? Now, I could spend the whole lesson on it, and what you have to remember, though, which is of such importance. You know, a lot of guys, whether you're right-handed or left-handed or ambidextrous or whatever it might be that you are, if you're right-handed, you're favoring that right, so your right hand's going to be stronger. Hear that sound? We don't want that sound. We want equal sound on the right, equal sound on the left. That's why you're doing it slow. And that's where you get your speed and your cleanliness. You don't want to play. That sounds terrible. And then you expand on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I had that video on Stick Control Book the way George Lawrence Stone intended it. Now, I have to admit, out of all, other than Joe Morello, out of all the instructors and all the things that have been said, I have to lean towards George Lawrence Stone because his book is brilliant, without a doubt. I'm not putting anyone else down, by no means. I'm not putting down Sanford Moeller, Sanford Augustus Moeller, whatever you want to call him. He was a great drummer, Civil War taught. Then you have Jim Chapin. And I always say that Jim Chapin was the most passionate drummer. He had all that passion of teach, walking around with a drum pad all the time. Email me, Marcio. Okay, so, and then you have this new guy I just heard of. I saw him on what is that? The Drummers World, Freddie Gruber. And guys, they swear by this guy. What is? I don't understand what this guy's done and what everybody sees in him. Whatever it is, I'm not getting it. I never heard him play. I never heard him demonstrate anything. I've seen a couple of his students, and they swear by him. And the students are great players, by the way. We're talking Dave Weckl, Bruce Becker, Daniel Glass, and a couple others. Neil Peart went to him? I don't know why. Neil Peart, he's just good for Rush. But I don't know, man. I always say this, and God bless Jim Chapin. If it was not for Jim Chapin, there would be no Moeller technique. This would not be called Moeller technique. I don't know, man. Moeller, Sanford Moeller, coming up like this. It's got it all backwards. I don't know. There's not one way to play. We're not talking about performing. We're not talking about your interpretation of a tune, or you in the pocket or in the groove, or your conversation with other musicians. We're talking about execution. There's some videos out there. Technique means nothing. Well, technique, it means absolutely nothing if you can't apply it musically. And that's where we're going. But now, you want to be able to play your singles for 10 minutes? Fine. You'll never play them in a tune, but you're developing execution. You want to develop sound of your sticks. That's what giving you sound on the drum pad or the snare drum. That's technique. What occurs with that drumstick is the laws of physics. You don't fight the laws of physics. You go with the laws of physics, and you'll be totally successful. All this other garbage is garbage. Laws of physics. That's exactly what it is. For every action, there's an opposite reaction. I throw the stick down, the opposite reaction was it came back. The only way that stick is going to stay down is if I make it stay there. That's called a control stroke. I develop one sound with the right hand here, one sound with the left hand here. Equalizing the right, equalizing the left. That is what the original intention of the stick control book was. Execution from either side or any place thereafter. Excuse me. That's exactly what happens. What happens if you fight the laws of physics? That's, that question. I mean, you're going to have a problem. If the stick's going to come up, like I said before, I'm going to hold the stick down because I want it to stay there. I'm not fighting it, I'm controlling it. This is the laws of physics. For every action, there's an opposite reaction. You put it into formulas. If I want to get two equal sounds, my distance of my drumsticks to the drum or the snare drum is the same. I'm not going to play like this. That's terrible. That's not musical whatsoever. I'm playing like so. Now, if I want to put an accent there, something has to happen. Let me give you an example. I've been teaching the paradiddle forever. Downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Now, it's not being stiff. This is what occurs when you play a single paradiddle with the accent on the first stroke. I'm always getting ready for in position to attack the up and coming accent. That's going to be down, up, tap, tap. Now, I had a student doing a stream on my site for a couple years. And he kept asking me questions about the paradiddle, the way I executed down, up, tap, tap. And I keep explaining it to him. Oh, I got it. I said, all right, good. Make a video of it, please. He makes a video and he goes like this. He starts here, he brings his stick up and comes down. All right? That's the right. Sure, he played the first stroke right. But I'm starting here, he's starting here, which is all right, that's minor. But he brings it up, comes down. One. Now, the left, he just plays a tap. The right, he plays a tap. And the next right, he plays a tap, which is right. He played right, left, right, left. Yeah, right, left, right, right. But he's now not in position to attack the left accent. So he has to put himself in position after the fact. That's fighting the laws of physics. Downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. The speed stroke for a single paradiddle is the upstroke. That puts me in position to attack the up and coming one. And I maintain the sounds. I'm putting the laws of physics. My downstroke's loud because I'm coming from my distance is further to the drum than it is going to be from a tap. Downstroke, it's a loud sound. My upstroke is light. My tap is light. My tap is light. So I have 3 movements and 2 sounds. The more you practice this, downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Down, the faster you're going to play the paradiddle. Because all you're doing is reinforcing what is natural. Simple. Oh, okay. Now, where were we? I'm sorry, I go off. I get crazy with this pumping and the molar shit and all that nonsense. All right, we're on Formula 5000, which was the triplets. Each R equals 3 rights and L equals 3 lefts. Now we understand that. It's just a hand exercise. And that was the birth or the beginning of the Stone Killer. The way it was presented in Joe Morello's master studies was he started with 3 rights, 3 lefts. Then he extended. That's like line 3. 6 rights, 6 lefts. Then 9 rights, 9 lefts, so on and so forth. And that's how it became. Yeah, we're lifting the stick because we're controlling it. It's a control stroke. There's the physics. Downstroke. I stop the stroke. Now I'm here. I want to get back. I mean, I want to get a light sound. But my next stroke after that light sound has to be a loud sound because it's an accent. So I have to bring it up. That's physics. I'm in a different position. So I can nail the accent. Tap, tap. Down. Okay? Up. I'm controlling the stroke. I'm bringing it up. I have to bring it up to get a different sound. There's the physics. Down. Up. Tap, tap. You understand that, Joe? I mean, it's not that, it's a little not tricky. It's the laws of physics. I'm hitting one sound. Okay, here. Let me just play. You had this at lesson. You should have the PDFs on this particular one from the stick control. If I gave you a vamping pattern, I'm playing 8th notes. I'm developing one sound. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now I want to accent 1, 2, 3, 4. So in order for me to accent 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to have 2 sounds now. I'm going to have an accent and a non-accent. For me to obtain my accent, bam. For me to obtain a tap, but it's not a tap, it's going to have to be an upstroke because it's coming back to an accent. Downstroke, upstroke. I have to come up. I'm hitting this to develop the accent, to get the accent. My next stroke is an upstroke because I want a light sound, but I want to get back in position to hit the accent. We understand that. I mean, it's the laws of physics. You can't get away from it. It's not an arm stroke or a molar stroke, whatever what the hell's a molar stroke? What the hell do you have to do with it? What did it do, Doc? I mean, look at Jojo Mayer. He'll tell you exactly what it is. Get his DVD. The guy did a great job, and he was at, the Sam Ash here in Springfield, New Jersey. And in the audience, check it out. Guess who was there? Joe Morello, Mike Clark, myself, and Lenny White. Now that's saying something for JoJo Mayer. When you have somebody like Joe Morello and Mike Clark sitting in the audience. Now, to me, Joe Morello was the greatest technician in the world. Period. Okay. Now, anyway, we had 5,000. We did the triplet, 1 and 2 and 4 and. If I go to 5,001, okay, 5,001 is a drum set application. Whereas I'm using a substitution. Now, I'm not going to be able to explain it now because I'm sitting at the drum pad rather. We will go on to 5,001 tomorrow evening on the drum set. So let's skip over from 5,001. Where's 5,002? Okay, come on. Hold on, I got them all messed up. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay. Now here's another good example for you, dear Joseph. Stick control formula 5002. You got it? Hey Ed, how you doing? Ed, did you get all the PDFs? James, please, man, email me so you get it. Okay, now, we have the eighth note triplet. Now, it's commonplace, eighth note triplets. I'm going to play single strokes. I'm going to alternate them, no accents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I'm counting 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Now, I take a formula with the triplet, which is a right-hand triplet is going to be right, left, right. A left-hand triplet is going to be left, right, left. So a right-hand triplet, I'm starting with the right hand. The left-hand triplet, I'm starting with the left hand. So if I played a run with the accent on 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be down, up, tap. You see that, Joe? Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. The laws of physics is giving me the sound. The accent and non-accent. And the positioning is the control strokes, so I have no problem developing speed. I can't go like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and you'll go nowhere. All right, so you have now the first formula, just an alternating triplet. 1, 2, this is line 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And line 2, it just reverses itself. It starts with the left hand. So we have 1 and the 2. Again, I'm looking like a robot. That's okay. I'm demonstrating what is occurring and how to obtain the sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now, this is where the level system comes in here, and you have to understand this. Line 3. It's right, right, left, left. Now we have the formula, right equals right, left, right, and you have 2 rights in a row, so you have right, left, right, right, left, right, and then the 2 lefts in a row, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so now, if I'm going to nail the first guy, it's a right-hand accent, so I'm going to start here. And the next stroke after that is a left-hand tap. All right, so I have 1, and now the has to come up to be in position to nail 2. Now this time the and has to come up, the, and I'm in position to nail the up and coming accents. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Get it, guys? You see that, Joe? I'm developing the sound. 1, and, the. I have to come back to get the sound. That's the volume, the weights and measures, or whatever you want to call it. Velocity, the height, whatever, I don't know, with the heights. 3, I mean 2, and the 3, and the 4, and the 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you want to hang out with this because I'm right now, I'm in the process. I got another 10 sheets, 10 more lessons to send you guys. It's the halftime shuffle using the stick control book. And the halftime shuffle is a right hand triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. With an accent on the 3 with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, 3, 4. Let me play it here. 1, 2. I'm playing the right hand triplet over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to do it on one surface, but you get it anyway. You understand that, Paul, Ed, Joe, Marcio, Randy, James? You still here, James? Okay, that's just, I want you guys to work on that, and then I want questions. That's Formula 502. Now 503, we take it over to the drum set. And I'm not going to demonstrate that obviously tonight because I'm on the drum pad. But again, now we use a substitution. Instead of using the right hand, we're going to substitute that with the right foot. And we're going to play the triplets between the bass drum and the snare drum. Right foot, left hand, right foot, left hand, against the jazz pattern with 2 and 4 with the hi-hat. So we're going to work on that one tomorrow evening. Now, go to, where's the 4? Oh man, I'm so disorganized sometimes. All right. We go to, we're still in the triplet mode. We'll go down to, good for you, James. You will get all this stuff. The stick control formula 5004. Now, don't get this confused, okay, with a triplet fill-in, if you remember. Now, I made R become right, left, left. Oh man, I got too many mice already. Jeez, hold on. Hey. Come on, Matt. Let's see what you're doing here. All right. Okay. I made R become right, left, left. I made left become 1 and the. A triplet, 2 different sounds, and you're going to see there's going to be 3 different motions. So, with that being said, I do line 1, the first right, right, left, left. All right, but now that was just telling you to right, but now I have to go in position to nail the up and coming accent. 1 and the, 2 and the, 3 and the, 4 and the. We get that? I'm getting tired. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take what we've covered tonight onto the drum set tomorrow night. Okay? And we'll do a couple more drum pad things in the back there. What I'm doing is I'm rearranging my set again. I'm getting rid of those 2 tom-toms. Man, they're driving me crazy. It's changed my whole thing with the ride cymbal and whatever, all right? So I'm going to be resetting that up and hopefully get the overhead view going on. And two more views, a right view and a front view. Okay? Do we have any questions about tonight? Yes, no, maybe, by chance, perhaps. Any questions? I'm trying to give you guys the most I possibly could. I am going to keep my lessons here for a while. Okay? I'm going to make them free for everybody. You know, every night, 7:30 p.m. to whenever. Now I have to house the people in Europe, so I'm going to start doing some 1 o'clock lessons as well. Okay? No question. You understand it all, Paul? How's school going for you? What's that? Well, the questions, when you have questions, that makes it easier for me to help you and you help me. Help you. We talk about mixing words up. And again, gentlemen, I'm trying to do that afternoon thing. Like I said, if I get some donations, I already have on this site here members from my site. They don't have to pay anything because they pay every month. But I mean, once in a while, $1, $2, eh, $5, $10, 20, whatever you want to send would help. No guns, Paul. Yeah, my little daughter starts high school this year. She was there for an orientation today. Anyway, if you feel it in your heart, you want to send me $1. Any questions, Joe? I mean, it's nice to stay on the subject matter that we did tonight, but I'll take any questions and I hopefully could help you. And with the questions, that gives me an idea of new lessons to give. So that would help. All right, with all that being said, again, we'll be back tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Maybe I'll have some more PDFs, I don't know. We'll see. And again, my email, my PayPal account will be nice, $1, $2, so on and so forth. Not Paul, you're welcome. Joe, you're welcome. James, thank you. Uh, Marcio, Ed, who else did I miss? There's a lot of people in here, but nobody's in here chatting. That's it. Randy, I missed Randy. Randy, you're still here. All right, tomorrow night, 7:30, and maybe next week, if I get some donations, I will start 1 o'clock. So you'll have more lessons, different lessons. I can't keep going on for free, though, guys. You should know that. On the drum set tomorrow evening. And we have another guy here. He's from the East Coast. That's James. He's from Connecticut. We got Joe from Massachusetts, and we have Marcio. Please email me and edit from Mass. Paul, maybe you can come out here, after the holidays, maybe. Around 5, 10, 10, 20 people, 30 people. A drum clinic. Mike Clark, me, Alan Herman, Tim Herman, Daniel Glass, all those guys. We'll have fun. Door prizes and all. Okay, guys. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow night.